So here at this paper mill, basically what we do is we take in recycled materials from a variety of sources. It can be from public, anybody who has cardboard or anything, magazines, newspapers at home, they can bring it in and actually be paid cash. This location actually pays out over $1 million in cash every year. The first step in the paper making process, we take the old materials, the cardboards, magazines, newspapers, whatever. They come in on a conveyor. They come into this is the repulper. In the pulper, it's basically mixed with water, and then a large kind of blender rotor mixes it all up and beats it up into the individual fibers that we can make into paper. So after the paper goes into the repulper and is beat up, then it goes through a series of cleaning and screening equipment, and it takes out all the garbage, all the plastic, styrofoam, things like that get mixed in with recyclable material. After repulping, it comes to this part of the process. This is where, after screening and cleaning, this is the first place where you can see the paper fibers after they've been cleaned and are ready to be made into new paper. So at this part of the process is where we start to remove the water. All the stock comes here, it gets pumped in, and then gets put onto these screens that actually let the water drain through and the fiber mat lay on top. And then it gets transferred to this belt that runs around and then goes into the dewatering process ahead. So the next step after forming the paper mat is to dewater. So we go through this series of presses that are just big rolls that squeeze out the water. And right here is where we actually see the paper on its own for the first time, but it's actually still about 60% water and only about 40% fiber at this point. So before this point, everything we've done to remove water has been all mechanical. At this point, we have to use thermal energy. These dryer cans are heated with steam, and they basically heat up this sheet of paper until it drives the water out from the paper. So this is the reel. This is where the paper is rolled up at the very end of the machine. And from here, it gets wound up, and then will get rewound and cut into the individual width that the customer asks for. So this little case here shows some of our finished products. So after we make our paper and ship it off to converters, they make it into things like coffee sleeves, industrial cores, the covers on these little booklets, actually CD cases, and binder covers, and just a bunch of different things, even a partition for wine bottles.